What up, Capricorn? Let's take a look at how things are going for you. All right, we're going to see what your love life looks like. I know everybody is wanting to know how things are going with their love life right now. Okay, so we're going to see who's coming at you, where they, I want to see kind of the when, where, and how. You know, how they're feeling about you, what the outcome is going to be like, any actions that you need to take, okay? The song that came out for you is The Dark Side by Alan Walker, and I was listening to it, and oh my gosh, it resonated so well, because it's talking about how the person you're waiting for and you have been holding out, because I feel like outside influences have been a really big part of it, regardless of the lesson, and I know it's been an important lesson for both sides, but it's like there's been this just knowing that there's something there, there's a knowing that there's nothing that could be done about it all this time. And this song is talking about how finally just giving into what everybody's thinking this is about. Everybody else is, you know, how they just have these negative emotions because people are sad, you know, people are lonely, people have problems. And when they see something so beautiful and so bright and so lit up and just loving, even if it's for a split second of your connection together, it's competition, it's threatening, okay? It puts them in a very inferior type of a position, and this song was about giving into that and just letting them think that you know, fine, believe what you want to believe. You don't, you know, it's a recognition that all of that light and all of that attention isn't necessary. You know, you don't need to come into the dark side and just come and I don't mean that in a energy sense. I mean that is in like they're stepping out of this light of that they've been pleasing everybody, okay, this persona, this facade, and coming into what they would consider as the dark side and just living this dream out with you and finally letting go of that control and saying, you know what, I'm not going to pretend like this isn't happening. I'm not going to pretend like there's nothing there. I've got to see what this is about. And your person is feeling this way and they're trying to come together and say, you know what, screw everybody else and screw being in the limelight right now with all of you. I need to take a step. And fine, I'm going to go to the side that you think is so negative, and I'm going to feel this one out and see what's happening. And look at that. Relationship healing and balance. So finally there's some balance coming around here for you guys regarding this relationship and regarding where this is going. And I'm really, really excited to see what that actually means and what happens. So please keep me up to date with the actions that are happening, whether it's communication or someone reaching out, or you know, you see them somewhere and it just happens on a random, or if it's a text. I'm so curious. So please keep me posted on how this develops for you. All right, so the outcome here: spontaneity, peacefulness, and gratitude. So spontaneity and peacefulness. Yeah, I see that. It's going to have to be a spontaneous move that's made here to step away from that and come into this awareness and this knowing that there's a connection that needs to be recognized and established again. A peace is going to come from this. There's such a peace and a beautiful awareness and a beautiful existence and just a joyful day-to-day quality of life that happens because there's an understanding here. There is an understanding, a validation of everything that you've been feeling, and then that I see that there is an appreciation that is on its way. Okay, it might be very difficult at first to deal with because it's going to be a lot. It's going to be overwhelming all this time, and then there's just this gasp of energy that's going to reignite things that you thought were just really set aside and weren't sure if that was going to be permanent. There's going to be an immense amount of gratitude that comes from this connection, but right now from the people around, they might not see eye to eye just yet, but at some point there's an invaluable lesson that you are teaching. This connection is teaching other people as far as sticking it out and putting in the hard work when it comes to a connection. Not the day-to-day stuff necessarily, that's important too, but the work and just waiting it out, you know, and being true to like who you are and how you feel about this connection, and taking the right steps to gain mastery in that. Okay, keep these cards out here. Oh jeez. All right, relationship healing and balance. Wow. Spontaneity. So I feel like this person you're dealing with finally gets that courage to just move beyond their constraints and of their mind, of their day-to-day existence, their setting, their environment, you know, situations they got themselves into. They're getting the strength to come out of that and find peace and recognize what balance needs to happen here. Okie dokie. So action needs to be taken here. all right? There has to be a decision here made. This person is finally coming into an awareness that as many options and choices they thought that they had, and maybe they did, they finally came back around to realize there's only one person. No, there's only one, and they only want to make one choice here. So they know what they want. They don't have all these choices and all these options that they're looking for, and these words and routes and circles and all this stuff, right? The judgment cycle is coming back around here to offer the one cup that they really see that they can't really offer to anybody else. No one else measures up. It's driving them nuts, just like it's driving you nuts, okay? All right, let's see here. So what's the action for you to take, or any further things to kind of consider here? Three of Cups. So if there was anything that was going on that you thought was an illusion as far as either a third party or whether or not this was actually going to become some kind of a connection, a celebration, a relationship, that is being illuminated here, okay? It's being illuminated and coming into a position where you're evaluating the single status that you're in and looking at, you know, where you want to take this and what this relationship means as far as the foundation for moving forward, okay? The Palace of Pentacles is about overall satisfaction in the home life and stability in your world, in your foundation overall. And now you're planning, okay? You're in this single, you're coming out of this single position here. They're realizing that they want to make this work with you. They want to put you into a celebratory dating mode. They have a focus on your single status now. And now there's a focus on where to put that energy so that you can really focus on building that foundation now, all right? The priorities are a little bit straighter at this point. I'm gonna set them here. The priorities are a little bit more in focus. I see that there is movement here, guys. I see that there is emotion happening and balance restoring, okay? So, victory. Victory in what this whole time they were thinking, man, is this a part of, what does this mean? Why is this Lovers in such a upside down position for me with this person? Why does this feel like such a part of my destiny? Why does it feel like such a wish come true? Well, now there's victory. There's victory in understanding what all this means, okay? This is the big one that needed to happen. After everything was said and done and the mind was clear and everything was released and a big breath of fresh air could be taken to really reevaluate things, now there's victory with how to address this. Now they can even think about it. It might be in a little bit of an upside down position because right now they're thinking about, how do I turn this around? But it's an establishment, it's an acknowledgement that these things are real, that they're there. There's something about this connection is not normal. It's not the usual type of deal here. Something bigger, all right? A victory. Victory in making a move here, all right? I'm very curious, guys. Keep me posted. I want to hear what's going on. All right, I hope that helps a little bit. If you guys want some clarity any further, feel free to reach out and I will get you set up with a reading. Okay, guys? I'll see you next time. Bye.